My name's Moser, and I'm from Central Point, Oregon, and I've been staying at the Ronald McDonald house for 22 days. We check out on Saturday, so it'll be 24 total. Last month, my 10-year-old son, Dagan, was riding his bicycle home when he was hit by a car while he was in the crosswalk. And he was taken by ambulance to a medical center and then care flighted to Dornbecker Children's Hospital because he had significant trauma, broken skull and needed his spleen removed, lots of fractured bones, and a traumatic brain injury. And so he was in the pediatric intensive care unit for 10 days. I think it was 4 days into our stay here in Portland that we got a room at the Ronald McDonald house. And that has just been so amazing for us because my husband and I have 2 young daughters as well. And so that allowed us to have our girls here with us on weekends and to be able to have some normal life as well. The pediatric intensive care unit can make you feel really crazy at times because there's so many bright lights and there's a lot of stress. And so when Dagan got into a stable enough condition, the Ronald McDonald house allowed us to take a break where we could really sleep and recharge and be there for him. The kitchen is one of the places where I have really felt the most at home, and I think that's because the kitchen is often the heart of the home, and certainly here it's a space where people gather at meal times, and there's a lot of sharing of the tasks, but also sharing of food and sharing of stories, and I've gotten hugs in the kitchen and a lot of support, and my daughters, they've really enjoyed coming to Ronald McDonald House. The play area, the arts and crafts room, the play structures outside the playground areas that they can go to, meeting other little kids here that they can be friends with. It's comforting, and it's, what happened to my son, it just immediately severs you from the life that you are living. You just suddenly are on a different path, and it would have been really easy to feel like the world was a really unsafe and difficult place to be. But being at Ronald McDonald House and seeing how the staff and the other families and the volunteers, and even knowing behind the scenes, all of the donors and all of the people who support Ronald McDonald House are there for us during this incredibly difficult time in our lives is so encouraging, that there's that compassion and that generosity, and it gives me the sense that the world is a good place and a safe place and a place where we take care of each other and we're there for each other. And that has been a really hopeful experience for me and has made me feel really comforted during this time. Dagan's doing really well. We're so lucky. He's healing well and his pain is being managed. We don't know with the traumatic brain injury, but we're really encouraged by the progress that he's making, and recovery will continue. He's going home, which is a great sign, and I think there's a lot of hope for him. So I can't imagine what it would be like to have had this happen and not have Ronald McDonald House be there for us and help us get through this really difficult time. And so I think that our stay at Ronald McDonald House is something that we will never forget. I'm so grateful.